Okay, I've just picked up the bike from the service at Rickdale Motorcycles. She's all ready for the trip. Got a new set of gloves as well. Ready for the trip. The other ones, the fingers were worn through on them, so I thought it was probably about time to replace them. Yeah, there was no leather, it was just the material underneath that was still existing. So it's like, nah, shall grab a new set, and hence we have them. Okay, so yes, the bike's all serviced. It's just coming up to the 36,000 kilometres, 35,947. So it'll be just under the 36 when I head off on the trip, and by the time I get back, I think it'll be, well, it will be over the 45. Traffic jam up here by the looks of it. So I'll take this girl home today. I'll load up the boxes over the weekend, fill it up, and then she'll basically sit there ready for the trip. So she will be getting a service in Cairns, which is roughly around about 10,000 kilometres into the trip. Bonus, though, she said the tyres should be good for the trip, so I'm not worried about replacing them at the moment, so it's cool. Thought it'd be sort of touch and go, so just double check them when you're in Cairns, sort of thing. I did take the chin curtain off the helmet when I was on the 1100 kilometres in a day trip recently. Sort of had noticed that I don't think the audio is quite as clear as what it had been, so I will be putting that back on before the trip. It does mean it gets a little bit hot in the helmet sometimes, but for the sound quality, we've sacrificed that. And if it does get too hot on the trip, I can always take it off again. So this time in 7 days, I should be out of the Perth metro area and somewhere getting close to Southern Cross, I hope. 9:10 at the moment, so yeah, probably not at Southern Cross, probably another hour and a half till I reach Southern Cross, but I anticipate I'd get there about 11. Merredin probably about 12. To say I'll be stopping for lunch in Merredin. Quite amazing actually, looking at the footage on the camera. It has the image stabilisation. A lot of the time that I check over my shoulder to see if there's any vehicles beside me before I move lanes, it actually corrects that, so you don't see that in the footage or nowhere near as bad anyway. Which is quite surprising. New gloves are a little bit different than the old ones. They're a very short pair of gloves. The other ones were a bit longer up the wrist. Seem quite comfortable so far. So, Dry Rider brand. The last pair I had, they were Dry Riders too. They lasted about 18 months. Probably it's well over 10,000, probably close on 15,000 out of that pair of gloves. Which between 10 and 15 is normal for a reasonable set of gloves. You can get expensive ones that last longer. A little bit of rain today, but seems to be reasonable at the moment. Haven't got wet yet on the way home. The temperatures mid-20s I think today. Good thing I was watching the news this morning, and Adelaide, Melbourne and Sydney all cooling down over the next 4 or 5 days, and they have had a heat wave over there. It's been low 40s, mid 40s a lot of the time, and a couple of places up to the high 40s. So hopefully that coolish change hangs around. Will certainly help with the bushfires and that if they can get a bit of rain, and it'll cool down for my ride hopefully. Get everything done over the weekend. I will be doing that test riding on Monday, as I say. A couple of Harley Davidsons, hopefully an Indian, and a couple of Triumphs, as well as a few other bikes. Pretty much a full day of test riding. Get myself a Christmas present. I won't buy anything unless I find anything that I am 100% sold on. I do want to get something up at 1000cc or 900cc or over. So as I say, I will be test riding those as a start, and then maybe a sports bike or two as well, and just double check exactly what I do want to get before I actually leap in and spend a heap of money on a bike. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, hit the notifications bell so that you get alerts when I do put videos up. As I say, when I do this trip, starting next week, I will be trying to put something up each evening of where I've been, what I've been doing, etc. Depending on Wi-Fi connection, etc., internet connection. So I was hoping to go live streaming, but that's not going to happen unless I can get 1,000 subscribers. And in 1 week, that is not going to happen. Going to be an awesome trip, I reckon. I'm so looking forward to it. A couple of really long days in the saddle, a couple of dirt roads, and I'll probably see a bit of the devastation from the fire, probably get a few road closures, etc. as well. So we'll just play it by ear. So I do have a route planned out, but that is quite likely to change with all the bushfires, etc. Due to the roads being closed. I was actually going to get the speedo on this calibrated, because it does read about 10% higher than what you're actually doing. But then I sort of thought about it, and I thought, well, if I'm sitting just above the speed limit, which I normally do, by the time you take that 10% off, I'm probably only 2 or 3 kilometres over. Because at the moment I'm doing 94 according to the speedo. In actual fact, it's probably about 84, 85 kilometres an hour. In the 80 zones. It's so easy on a bike to go over the speed limit. But I figure you're better off having that little bit of leeway. Especially at the moment in Australia, we've got double demerit points over the next 3 weeks, I think it is. Next 13 days, maybe 2 weeks. So normally if you got caught for speeding and you were losing 1 or 2 demerit points, you'd actually lose double the normal amounts of the 2 or 4s. Up to 100 kilometres an hour. So it's just so easy on the bikes just to cruise cruise along, you're not thinking, and the GPS system that I have, that actually has an alert that tells me when I am 5 k's over the speed limit. So as I say, you'll notice most of the time I will go up to what my speedo's reading. In actual fact, I might go up to 5 k's over the speed limit. I get a beep in the ear, so I just drop it back slightly. Hopefully the day I leave Perth is just similar to this. Absolutely beautiful white riding weather. It's certainly not cold, but it ain't hot either. Last day of work today. Hopefully, as I say, all the agents and that we work for are closing down around about midday, so should get away from the office reasonably early today and get stuck into a few of the jobs around home. I've got a couple more videos to put up, so I'll try to get them up as well. Obviously this will be one of those videos. Actually take 2 pairs of gloves with me on the trip too. You never know if you lose the glove or something that's stolen. I've heard rumours on the Nullarbor that dingoes will take your gloves. I don't know how true that is. If you pull over and servo and that, if your gloves are on your bike, as I say, I have heard rumours that dingoes will actually sneak up and grab your gloves or whatever off your bike and run away with them. So as I say, it just pays to have a spare set. Not that I usually relieve my gloves on the bike, and the Suzuki is fairly tall anyway, so they're fairly high up if I do leave them on the bike. Usually with the gloves I'll tuck them in the top box or whatever. Glad when they finish all these road works. It's been going on for absolutely months. Okie dokie, we're just on the final stretch back to the office. Speed limit's actually increased now, but everyone's still sitting on the 60 kilometres an hour. Should be 80, but no one's taken that into account as yet. I will do a packing video of everything that I have got for the trip. To say, it is all packed at the moment, but I will take it all out and just repack it, make sure that I have got everything. Because once I leave, obviously I'm not coming back to anything. Once again, I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you have a wonderful day. Enjoy your Christmas. I will be putting videos up before Christmas, I hope. But if not, I just wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And also please subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notifications bell just to make sure that you get alerts when I do put videos up. And please, over the Christmas period, stay upright. Have a wonderful day.